Hey guys, Quantum here. In this video, I'll be covering the best loadouts at all levels. So, if you're the type of person where you don't want to worry about what you're using, or you just want a strong base to build off of, then this is the video for you. I'm also going to have timestamps at all levels to make it easier for you to follow along. At level 1, you don't have access to much, but you're definitely going to want to get Orbital Gatling Barrage as soon as possible. It is hard to overstate how strong this stratagem is. It has one of the fastest cooldowns in the game, and it can kill nearly all the enemies that spawn from a bug breach. The next stratagem that you'll want to unlock is the Eagle Strafing Run. This is another very strong stratagem. It isn't as flashy as a lot of other stratagems, but it can be used up to 3 times before going on cooldown, and its hitbox isn't very wide, so you're much less likely to hit your teammates with it. As for weapons and armor, I would recommend sticking with the default weapons for now. However, you should get the SC34 Infiltrator armor from page 1 ASAP, as armor rating in the game seems to be bugged at the moment, so sadly there is little benefit to using heavier armor. So to recap, your loadout should be the default weapons with the Infiltrator armor, and your stratagems should be the Machine Gun, Orbital Precision Strike, Orbital Gatling Barrage, and the Eagle Strafing Run. At level 3, you unlock a couple more very good stratagems. First, you want to get the EAT-13 Expendable Anti-Tank. This is going to replace your machine gun, so it will make groups a little harder. However, it will allow you to kill chargers in only a couple seconds completely solo by breaking the armor on their leg. For a more in-depth explanation, check out my charger guide, link in the description. Next, you're going to get the Eagle Cluster Bomb. This will replace your Orbital Precision Strike. Eagle Cluster Bomb is arguably the best crowd clear stratagem in the entire game. It has 4 uses, a fast call-in time, and a huge AoE. Really, the only downside is that it is very easy to kill teammates with it because of its large AoE. As for weapons, once you get to page 2, you should use the P19 Redeemer, as it's basically just an upgrade to the default pistol. So, to recap, your pistol is now the Redeemer, and your stratagems should be the Expendable Anti-Tank, Eagle Cluster Bomb, Orbital Gatling Barrage, and Eagle Strafing Run. At levels 5 to 9, you're not going to need any other stratagems. However, you are going to want to use the SMG-37 Defender on page 3 once you get access to it, as it's basically a better version of the default AR. It has better DPS, better accuracy, and more damage per mag. Or, once you get it, the SG-225 Breaker on page 4, as it's probably the best weapon in the game. It has by far the most DPS, over double the SMG, and it has solid magazine capacity as long as you aren't constantly holding down the trigger. Its only downside is that it doesn't have great range. However, it's still more than enough in most situations. At levels 10 to 15, you're going to want to get the Guard Dog Rover. This is going to replace your Eagle Strafing Run. You want to get the Guard Dog Rover because it's great at dealing with groups of smaller enemies, which allows you to focus more on higher threat enemies like Chargers, Brood Commanders, etc. However, it's worth noting that it can shoot you and your teammates, so try to make sure that enemies are in front of you whenever possible to mitigate friendly fire. Next, at level 15, you're going to want to replace the Orbital Gatling Barrage with the Orbital Laser, until you get the final ship module upgrade for the hangar. Once you get that upgrade, you want to swap to the 500 kilogram bomb. This is because while the Orbital Laser does have arguably the strongest effect of any stratagem, it's also the most limited in terms of time you can use it. It has the longest cooldown of any offensive stratagem in the game, as well as being the only stratagem to have a finite amount of uses per mission. The 500 kilogram bomb, however, can be used twice once upgraded and only has a 120 second cooldown, as well as being the only stratagem that can consistently one-shot a Bile Titan on Helldive. However, it does require a bit more aiming than the Orbital Laser. To recap, replace your Eagle Strafing Run with the Guard Dog Rover at level 10, and replace your Orbital Gatling Barrage with the Orbital Laser, and then the 500 kilogram bomb once you max out the hangar upgrades. At levels 15 and 20, you're going to want to replace your Expendable Anti-Tank with the Railgun. This is because the Railgun has 20 shots before running out of ammo, and only needs 2 shots to break the leg armor on Chargers, making it much more consistent. It also has more utility against Bile Spewers and Brood Commanders. Next, you're going to want to replace your Guard Dog Rover with the SH-32 Shield Generator pack. This is going to reduce your overall damage output, however, it will make you around 3 times harder to kill. This is because the Shield Generator gives you a shield that has about as much health as you do. Plus, it makes it so you cannot get thrown around or slowed by enemy attacks, and the shield regenerates in only a few seconds. So, in your final build, the weapons should be the Breaker and Redeemer, and your stratagems should be the Railgun, Shield Pack, Eagle Cluster Bomb and the 500 kilogram bomb with the Infiltrator armor. Well, that's the video. Thanks for watching. And if you have a build you really like, make sure to leave it in the comments below. Till next time.